Okay. Ah, we're back. For another little run ski. Ah. We made it. The cinema is clearly ours. What up, Adam Combat? I think you're probably the only guy in here right now. Oh no, this Korean guy's here too. What are the Rockets doing? Whoa, 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 whoa. 4 years, 80 million for Dylan Brooks. Are you serious? They paid that? That happened? Two chicken dinners with Shady? Oh, look at you guys fucking go.
Don't tell me. The only way to the capital.
No lifing farming, AP.
Is through that gate, just as you surmise.
There's an army down there, Joshua.
Yes, but I don't see any dominance.
What are you farming AP for anyway? I haven't had to like really do any farming, and I've got basically everything I could have ever wanted, and if I ever needed to change anything, I'd just reset. Is there something in particular that you're trying to do? What up, Crazed? 4 years, 80 million for Dylan Brooks. Okay, I'll hand it to him. That's bold. Is Dylan Brooks' defense worth $20 million a year? Is any part of Dylan Brooks' game worth $20 million a year? Oh, you just want the meme of maxing everything out. Oh, that's fair. There's a lot going on here. There's gotta be some items laying around here. A chest or something. Oh my soul. A delivery of a whole bunch. Look at the dinner of champions, babe. A bran muffin, a cup of McDonald's French fries, and half of a Tim Hortons ice cap. Truly, this is what's going to put muscles back on my body. You watch your show, babe? Okay, well if you want to come down, you can hang out and play on the Switch if you want to just have company, babe. Well, I know after you're done watching Henry Cavill, because clearly he's better than me. Bro, Dylan Brooks, listen. I love it. You want to know why I love it? If Dylan Brooks can get paid $40 million a year, I can be fucking anything I want in life. That's how I'm gonna choose to look at it. If that man can fleece himself into a $40 million fucking deal, I can be anything I want to be. Muscle Man Adam Savage. I'll start learning some engineering to get on top of that cosplay. Oh, word? So angry. Roar. I'm sorry, a treasure map? Follow ye path to Kretov. I'm pretty sure Kretov is part of this. Might be down. Never, well, never turn is there. No ketchup is a fucking war crime on these friggin' fries right now. I recognize the name of that location. I just can't quite remember where. Well.
Stay down.
Anything interesting? I just don't feel like fighting those guys. I'm lazy. Okay, well... Look what we've got here, hmm? Welcoming party.
Not an unturned soldier in sight.
Then we end their suffering.
You're finished.
I don't know, I know there's a couple of you in chat, I mean Adam Combat clearly right now, but, and Fox. But did you guys notice how, like, I thought I was gonna be able to do a lot more air juggling and both of my enemies and, like, just being in the air, like, you know, jump and, like, multi-attacking. It's not really a thing. And even if it is, it's kind of like really inefficient. It puts you in like a bad, it oftentimes puts you in a bad spot.
Nice try. You don't think
What the actual fuck?
for us? I wouldn't put it past Ultima. He's made nothing easy so far.
Like, I know, I know you can, like, press X again on them up to, like, 1 or 2 times max to, like, re-up yourself, like, you get... to get more air again.
Give me thunder!
These fucking guys. My least favorite. Arguably. Use Gerudo Ultimate to auto knocks up enemies. Yeah, you can do that. But even just like jumping up and attacking an enemy in the face is kind of awkward.
This one's bigger than the others.
By the look of it.
Oh my god, that's the worst fucking stagger thing ever. I just shit the bed so bad. Oh my god. Oh my god, I missed the window again!
Farewell.
What an anticlimactic ending. I'll tell you one thing. Playing this game for so long, so many days in a row, my thumb's starting to get tired from like mashing square the whole time.
We can rest here if you like.
Don't worry, I'll be fine.
Hold it together, Joshua. Yeah, more sword combos would have been nice. I mean, there's lots that I don't do. I'm sure you could do all sorts of crazy shit. I just remember seeing, like, the dev play the game and spending all this time up in the air doing, like, the, you know, staying in the air, and I was like, man, that's gotta be... You know, I was thinking I could use it as a viable strategy against some enemies, depending on when they're attacking on the ground. I suck. I can't stay in the air for more than, like, 3 seconds. Yeah, up here on my forearm, you know, your, what activates your thumb up and through here. It's not sore or anything. My thumb's not sore either. It's just like tired. It does not want to do it more. It wants to stop. Well, that's too bad. It doesn't have a choice. Stop whining! Stop it! Oh, yeah, that's true. He may have been using some of the, items. That's possible, yeah.
Look, Clive.
By the Founder. The place is a fortress.
Yogurt messaging me, Korean guy, about the, Rockets thing. He just said, Rockets just handing out free money this year. The Oprah Winfrey. Which on console is probably a godsend, since cycling through abilities on a controller is a bit of a learning curve. I would say the biggest challenge was that it takes you a reasonable amount of time to get your third. And so going from 1 to 2 was fine. Going from 2 to 3 sucked, and I still make mistakes every now and then. Because when you go from 1 to 2, it's okay, so you're adding another one, you swap, but when you press swap again, it cycles back to 1. You build up a bucket of muscle memory for doing combos for just having 2, where you just have to press the button 1 time, knowing that you're on, there's only ever 2 you're bouncing back and forth between. When you add the third, sometimes I would forget that I've got to, if I'm at the end, I just press it once to cycle back, but if I'm at the beginning, and I need to jump ahead too, depending on what I'm trying to do, I've got a double press, and, it just fucks me right up. Like, it doesn't have to happen too much anymore, but you'll see— oh my god, this whole zone, the game is not happy with. It gets very framey here. But yeah, like, once in a while I'll still make a mistake, but you'll see me when I go into battle, depending on what kind of battle I'm going into, you'll see me either start middle, We'll start in the beginning of the rows. And that's just so that I know, you know, with more certainty what I need to do after I cycle through my first set of abilities.
It's over.
That's not how that works. Good enough! Oh, we got a real dick muncher over here. And a couple of bombs. I wonder if I can, like... if I stick over here... Oh, so framey in spots. It doesn't like... I don't know, is it drawing into... I think it's just drawing in too much detail. Right in this spot that's like over here. Does not like it. Oh yeah, if you're on like keyboard and mouse, then cycling between the three for a lot of people would be a lot easier. No doubt. No doubt. Like, I don't think it's that bad. I really think it's just the unfortunate, like, lag time between having just two and then getting your third. It just fucks you up. Oh, I missed the fucking window because I forgot to.
Nice try.
Fuck it. Oh, Adam. Yeah, fucked it. Oh, that clapped his ass. Oh, his cheeks. His cheeks are floating in the breeze. Oh my goodness. Hey, what up, Dutch? I'm not going too bad. How you doing tonight? Hey, what up, Glacier? I had the same problem with muscle memory as well for the abilities. I'd switch icons and use the wrong ability at the wrong times. Yeah, it was definitely going from 2 icons to 3. Now that I've been on 3 for a while, and my kit hasn't changed dramatically, even though I have shuffled it, you can see I have, like, I have it shuffled up. It's not as bad. It was just that, like, there was a good... And everyone would be different, right? For me, it took me a good, like, 10, 12 hours to, like, work out of my system the memory of wanting to go from just the 2 slot back to the 1 slot and not having to double tap. Which icon has been your favorite to use and fight against? Let me think about that. I had to work on Canada Day, but other than that, things are good. Oh, that's awesome. Did you at least get double pay or some shit for it being a holiday? Guess that depends on where you're working. My favorite to use. I think, even though I don't use it anymore, I think my favorite to use for the longest time was the Gerudo, Tornado. Or Garuda, sorry, Tornado. That was just fun, because it was, you know, sandstorm memes, abounded, and it was just kind of a fun thing to throw down and have, like, all the enemies just, like, completely fucked. But out of the ones I actually use now, I think it's a combo. Well, if I had to just choose one, maybe Ramu is the one that I use the most of. Did I just accidentally the whole thing there on a high potion? I did. I think it's probably Ramu because I really like Judgment Bolt. I like the AoE ability as well, and then the Lightning Staff in combination with Gouge from Garuda is absolutely nice. That's my favorite thing that I've discovered in the game. That's my favorite thing I came up with. It absolutely peels stagger bars. And the only exception to that is if you're fighting an enemy in which they, after coming out of the halfway point stagger, which is when I tend to use it, they jump backwards. And so some enemies, if you know what their patterns are, if you wait until they do their jump, then you can go at it, but usually by the time they're back up, you've gone from half stagger and either all the way down immediately, in the time span of those abilities being up, or you're like 3/4 of the way there. It was, definitely my favorite discovery. As for which one I liked fighting the most, man, Titan was really good, but then I thought, man, how are they going to top Titan? And then I fought Bahamut. And that shit blew my tits clear off. I had to go looking around the room for my tits. I don't know where they were rolling all over the place. Shit's crazy. It was, I mean, Titan was sensory overload. And Bahamut was nearly twice the sensory overload, and it went on for like twice as long. I'm salary, so unfortunately no, but oh, rip. But yeah, if you ever play this and you're on hard mode, or if you're still in the midst of playing it, I highly recommend this combo. Alright, so I have it on one icon because I mastered the thing to move it, but you throw this down first, right? And then that, like, the gouge is like the fastest fucking attack, and if you hit that up, you will shred. And it has a bonus effect that, of course, if you're in an area where there's a lot of other enemies, it will basically murder all the other small guys around you while you're shredding the main guy's shit. So like my typical cycle that you'll see against big guys is I will go in and I will use my 2 standard abilities to immediately clear. On most big guys, it clears half to 3/4 of the first half of their gauge. And then I usually have to dodge 1 attack, maybe 2. It gets them to halfway, switch to Garuda, circle, pull them to the ground, engage that combo I just showed you. That immediately shreds them, almost always shreds them down to 0. And then I go to town, and then I drop... Oh my soul, I'm getting upgrades again? Side grade?
Oh, it's an upgrade.
Seuss! Thanks, babe. And then I go right into a new edition, which is the thing from Bahamut. And you have to, if you time it right, you can also get, like, you can get the multiplier up to about 1.3 to 1.4. 1.4 is usually pushing it without using your limit break to get enough attacks in. But you can get it up to 1.3, 1.4, get Bahamut in, and then drop Judgment Bolt. And if you get a full cycle in and you use a strength potion at the right time, I have done, I think my max damage I've done was like 97,000 damage without using my limit break. I think if the sun and the moon and the stars aligned and I did it just the right way, I think I can break 100,000 damage in one cycle. And I think I can do even more. But it would have to be like a really... In order for me to do even more single target damage, I would have to sacrifice too much of my ability to deal with mobs. And I'm too lazy to be switching my shit up all the time. Yeah, Bahamut is fun. I mean, you get to fire your fucking laser. I mean, how much more fun do you get than that? Odin, I will say, Odin's shit looks broken as fuck. I bet you... I bet you that you can probably get that thing doing... Man, I mean, I thought about it. I thought about how I could work it in, because I can do almost 100k without my limit break. What it would essentially become is I'd have to main Odin, leave my Bahamut Judgment Bolt finisher, I might be able to get away with having the gouge combo. But this just reading this all looks broken as shit. The downside to it is that I don't necessarily want to relearn my rotations at this point in the game. It's just super fucking late. And this isn't like adding a new ability. In order to have Odin be as consistently damaging as what I'm using, for me, I'm basically relearning the whole fucking thing. And that's a little too much effort right now. Because it's essentially with Odin, you have to just use all of his abilities to charge up, what is it called? Zantetsuken or whatever the fuck it's called? Yeah, Zantetsuken. And I don't know how I feel about... I don't really know how I feel about how this is in a 1v1 scenario. Like, some of this stuff is fine. I guess, well, I guess if this just keeps cycling on the same... Yeah, this looks like you can still hit the same target over and over again if it's only one. This as well. You need him to, I mean, this is hitting 3 of them at once, and so it's charging it even faster. But in a 1v1 scenario, charging Zantetsuken might be a challenge. But yeah, it looks super busted. I'm sure it's wildly busted.
What do you suppose that is? It's not on Vivian's map.
Probably for a good reason.
Right. Just down here.
Who knows, maybe I'll mix it up at some point. But we're so late in the game that it's not something that I necessarily want to dive right into. Where? What in the fuck? Am I high? I'm high. Clearly. Bet you there's no boss out there. I'm clearly cooked. Shit's going right to my head. Where the fuck is there's gotta be a lever in here. Somewhere. The fuck is the lever? Is this not where I have to be right now? Oh! I thought I had to go through there to get to where I was going. That had me all sorts of confused. I was so fucking confused. What? I mean, I didn't have my fucking map open. I just went up there to do my fights and shit, walked inside. I'm seeing my 2 icons over to the side. It seems plausible. It looks like it's the area I'm supposed to be. I hold in, you know, this button. All it does is zoom in on the icons I can already see. I was hoping for the dog to be like, "This way, dumbass," but no. what's hiding in these woods. I'll take it. Do I want to fight these guys? Sure. Oh god, that's not the I mean... Sure. Okay. Fuck it. We'll go the rest of the way. Absolute overkill. But alright, sure. Why not? Those poor bombs didn't know what was coming. Man, how far we've come, eh? Remember when the last time we were playing Final Fantasy, we had to endure, like, fucking 15 minutes of pushing a car to license music? Remember? Insert Paul Rudd, look at us. .gif. Hashtag Amex. What was it? Okay, so there was Amex was like the most, that was by far, that pulled me out more than anything, seeing an Amex fucking sign. Then there was like, what was the camping gear? Was it Coleman? Or some shit? And then Cup Noodle, the entire quest for Cup Noodle. Fuck me. Fuck me. And then they partnered with Mercedes to make the car and shit. It's like, who is in control of this game, and how many drugs were they allowed to be on before they made any of these decisions? Are they still alive? Did they survive the come down? Because it clearly had to have been an absolutely astronomical amount of something strong. Like some fucking absolute bender of black tar, heroin, and fentanyl. What were they on?
Stay down.
Was it dire cocaine? Like regular cocaine, but dire? Not as many drugs as Nomura? Well, given the fact that I think Nomura was pretty involved in 15, that might explain a good number of the crazy bits. They never came down, they're slowly weaning off and making more Kingdom Hearts games? True. But who's on more drugs? The people making Kingdom Hearts, or the people whose entire personalities are based on Kingdom Hearts? And you know that's an entire group of people. That is a legal entity, that corner of the fandom. There's whole ass psychological profile for
He'll be able to see
that
the
group.
weirdest down here. As fine a resting place as any man could hope for. Reunited with those he loves at last.
One single headstone. I just want to know why we haven't arrested them for some of the titles of the Kingdom Hearts games. How are they still allowed to walk around free after some of those names? They should be a war crime. This is a large open area, isn't it? Kingdom Hearts RE 365 over 2 days. Listen. Like I said, drugs. A lot of them. Like, we're talking like comedically exaggerated America in the 80s. Out of the back of a comedy club. Amount of drugs. I still think one of my favorite things about Kingdom Hearts is that there was, I can't remember which site it was, if it was GameSpot or Giant Bomb or who did it, but they had a podcast where they sat down and they went through and organized the actual story and storyline of the Kingdom Hearts franchise to try and make it make sense for people that wanted to get into the game, as people who enjoyed the game themselves. And I think the podcast was like 4 hours or some shit. It was some obscene length of time just to try to concisely explain what was going on. Oh, sorry, Torgal.
Stay down.
Oh, you watched it? It still didn't make sense, and it was 6 hours. Oh! Fucking incredible. Amazing. And just think, that's what we're getting with Final Fantasy VII Remake. they're taking one of the more reasonably well-written 90s RPGs and completely bastardizing it with a overly complicated multiverse meets we have to fight fate, like a physical form of fate. I'm just so thankful we got this, because I need this game to sell insanely well so that I never have to see Nomura ever again. I don't want to see credits for Nomura ever. I want to thank him and shake his hand for providing me a lot of Final Fantasy VIII and some great character designs over the years, but I need him to put down the pipe and take his co-workers with him and just stop the madness. Just stop the madness. Yeah, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, yeah. Yeah, we took a relatively well-written story and turned it into a multiverse of fuckery, and we're fighting fate in physical form. Instead of chaos. I'm here to kill chaos! It's, I'm here to kill fate! $3 million is good numbers. Yeah, for a PlayStation 5 exclusive title, $3 million since its launch is great numbers. But remember, it's Square Enix, and they're idiots. You have to keep that in mind. They're fucking stupid. And this is the same company that saw, what was it, Tomb Raider? Was it Tomb Raider? With 7 million copies sold. And they thought, they said they were disappointed because it wasn't selling, closer to Call of Duty numbers, like 20 million. Square Enix. The only thing I can thank Nomura for is his work on 6 and creating Setzer Gabbiani. That's it. Yeah, he's special. I don't mind this 7 remake. The world begged for it. The problem is they waited until the people weren't begging for it anymore, and then, I mean, I rant about 7 remake all the time, but like, here's the reality: is that people begged for it for a long time. They told everyone it would be too expensive and take too much time just to recreate the game as it was. Then, years after everyone finally gave up and stopped asking for it, they were like, oh, by the way, we're doing it. Everyone got excited. And then they started saying some crazy shit like, oh, we're also changing this, and this. And it's going to be a 3-part fucking series. And it's going to be action combat. And it's going to be this, it's going to be that, and it's going to be new written parts. It's not even going to be the same game anymore, even though it was called 7 Remake. Literally called Remake. And then after that came out, they were like, oh, well, it didn't literally mean remake. It meant that, which everyone knew they were literally just fucking with marketing and nostalgia. Had everyone thinking that it was just a remake of the original. Surprise, you spend 40 hours in Midgar. And then, by the way, everything is different. And you're fighting fucking, fate and shit now. And it's fucking, go fuck yourself. But it was too expensive to make. But now we're making it like a 15-year-long project with three different parts. Actually, more than 3. 3 main and probably 3 minor, like interlude. So 6, more than likely. Possibly 7, just for the number. So like everything about 7 Remake pisses me off. Except for the art team, who fucking smashed that shit. Art and the audio team, phenomenal. Everyone else, go fuck yourself. go fuck yourself. The studio heads that came up with a bunch, like most of this shit, go fuck yourself. Writers, go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. But they're gonna have more remakes, and they will also bastardize them. Like, keep this in mind. There's a non-zero chance that they do a 6 remake, and they fuck with the story and characters. Just think about that for like a second, because they think that they've got it figured out now, and that, you know, that's what people are gonna want. Oh, they're redoing 9 first, though. Which is, like, the Final Fantasy creator's favorite Final Fantasy. And so, unless he signs off on all these changes, and even then, I gotta be honest, I don't know if I fucking care. The reason why people want remakes isn't because they want a new game. They want what Resident Evil 2 did. Some small changes, but by and large, you're modernizing it and making it look and sound super pretty, so that when you're playing it, it looks like your memory when you were a kid playing the game originally. And people will buy that. I never played 6, I just want the OG story with a... Yeah! I mean, that's... The reason why people want remakes is because the originals were really good, but they don't hold up either visually, or they're hard to emulate, or they don't run on a computer well, or like... Or they just want to see it, like, look prettier. And maybe quality of life improvements and shit. You know what they don't want? Entire story rewrites. Like retconning 90% of the story. But here I am saying this, in fairness, 7 Remake sold a bunch of copies, and I got banned off of a website for having the audacity for saying that they fleeced everyone, and the game was a 3 out of 5. If you didn't account for immense nostalgia. So, there's a lot of people that were very happy with 7 Remake. But what really bothers me, though, is that there's a whole bunch of people, like, the other thing about doing a remake like this, or an actual remake, is that somebody playing Final Fantasy VII Remake is not really getting any of what Final Fantasy VII was loved for. Like, other than the people having nostalgia for the characters. Like, they're not getting it. Like, if you play 7 Remake, you might as well go back and play 7. At which point, why are you even...
The calm before the storm.
There's only one way into that city. Across the bridge. Through the main gate. Right into the midst of whatever is left of the late King's army. Are you ready for this?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Oh yeah, Ever Crisis, yeah. I can't begrudge anyone for milking the fuck out of mobile though, because the market makes so much money. If you get a hit, the amount of spend that you put in versus the money that you make out of it, it just eclipses anything they make on consoles. So like I can't be particularly upset. Okay, so that last hunt should be in and around here somewhere. Let me go jog my memory.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them.
What up, Nectar? Grin Hollow.
Still alive, are you? It'd better all be here. Come again. Or don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
These days.
Alright, let's head back. Yeah, I've been really enjoying this. I don't know if I would have ever said to myself that this is what I would like out of a Final Fantasy. I still think that I would like to have them take a run at modernizing the turn-based system, but I think that's just so much nostalgia talking. And I know it's you know, not as likely to sell well if you go that route, so I mean I get it, I appreciate it. But there's still some stuff missing here, like and I would, even though we had people traveling with us and whatnot throughout the game, it still felt like a very lonely game, which might have been intentional, but it still felt very lonely. It didn't feel like I was with a group. You know, there was, I didn't, despite all the great individual character development through the main quest or even some side quests, for both main and side characters, I still didn't feel the camaraderie a lot of the time. Once in a while it would peek through, but it just didn't. And maybe some of it was just the general tone of the game. A lot of the characters had the same or similar personality types that were, you know, everyone's very hard, which again, I mean, it makes sense, you know, given what they're going through. But I just didn't feel the camaraderie or whatever, traveling as a group and taking on this big challenge. I mean, part of the story is literally the main character in Clive being told that not everything has to be about him in terms of him saving the world, but that's kind of how the whole game is presenting, and how the character even presents himself and feels. I don't mind so much about the characters, the party not being a huge factor in combat. I'm fine with it. I actually would rather this than what we get in 7 Remake, because 7 Remake gets it's like all of the issues that you could possibly have with this, but then you apply it to having multiple characters who also still act autonomously. It gets very muddy, it gets very messy, it gets very awkward and spammy, and mistakes made all over the place, and it gets, you know, it does get very frustrating in 7 Remake. I would, you know, the weird middle ground between action combat and like a more traditional turn-based situation where they're trying to get like a Kingdom Heart thing, fuck all that shit. Just either go all action like this, and just let me fuck people up with one character and have my party just go around autonomously, or give me turn-based combat. Don't try and do this weird hybrid shit, because I don't personally think it works. You're not pleasing either side. You're not pleasing the turn-based strategy, more strategic crowd. You're not pleasing the pure action combat fanatics. You're just in this weird purgatorial hell. Well, yeah, it is the story too that, you know, that we are more or less the only ones capable of taking on much of what we're coming up against, to a degree. For sure, and that's part of it. That's kind of a hard thing. Is the design informing the narrative, or is the narrative informing the design, or is it reciprocal? Hard to say. You'd have to ask a developer, right? I'm sure given we have the ability to control Torgal to a small degree, I'm sure they played around with the idea of being able to hop between characters or have similar, but they probably thought it just was too busy. I think what they've got here is fine. Fancy crown you got there, big guy. We're gonna bring him down. Now he will probably jump back here. So I'm trying to show you how fast he shreds it. I'm not even gonna use my shit here. Wow, why is that taking so? Oh Jesus Christ! I didn't change over. Well, this fight just got longer than it needed to be. I'm just stun locked right now. I locked onto the fucking ball. And now I'm literally dying for it. How is he not staggered earlier? He just hit that ball like 4 times at 1 HP stagger. Oh, this is a terrible fucking... No, it's what doesn't matter. He's gonna get fucked up anyway. Final Fantasy X is still my favorite of the turn-based. 10 was really good. I actually think that they had something in Final Fantasy XIII's combat. I think that they had, I don't think it's perfect, but I think that that was like, you know, there was something there to iterate on. To combine more actiony and higher speed, higher paced combat with, and merging it with that turn-based system. I think they had something there. And, yeah, I think, you know, especially since that system allowed them to do some of the more cinematic stuff that they were looking to try and do as well, which I think is now, you know, is definitely important now for Final Fantasy. The, you know, the cinematic part of the combat is clearly a hallmark of it, and that system allowed for, you know, allowed for that kind of stuff. I think they could have worked more of that in than if they had gone in the direction that they did with 7 Remake, but they wanted to do that ever since 15. I mean, 15 was like the jump-off point. 15 was hot garbage. You know, the attacks and shit, you were better off literally just dash attacking over and over and over again on resets than you were doing anything else. But I think 13 had something there. And I kind of wish they kept working that system. Like, 13 in general is a not great game. But the combat system had promise. I liked where it was going. Alright.
Covered in nicks and lumps.
So, no more there.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Really? 20? Oh my lord. If I go sneeze in public in front of enough people, that's gonna give me enough notoriety. Okay. Well, we don't have anything else to do but press on. I've played 13 several times through, 15 only twice. You braved 15 twice? My god.
Still alive,
You poor bastard.
Coin purse weighing you down. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Finished, are you? Oh, the stew's awful.
Trouble with your gear, or Sancthornian, dear?
So, we've got the Battle Horn, 2 Orichalcums, and a Dark Steel. I'm wondering if technically the game makes you choose between going with the armor for the Orichalcum, or if you get this. I wonder if you can even get both.
Anything else?
just the fact that they did what they did with 15's DLC alone was enough to send me off into the fucking sun. I couldn't believe it. At the time, I was like, man, I'm playing a game with Amex commercials, an entire cup noodle quest. They're sucking Coleman's dick every 5 fucking seconds. I've got to listen to licensed music and shit. They got this Mercedes crossover tie-in, and you're telling me after all that, you're gonna have plot points where one of the main characters leaves, comes back, and the main character's like, where you been? And they go, don't worry about it, and then it's DLC? Fuck me. Is that a hand banana? I mean, not necessarily. It's not the end of the world. Like, you know, whether it's like a New Game Plus scenario or like the after the... it feels like that weapon, it feels like it's setting you up for some other shit. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. I don't really need that damage. I'm just kind of talking out loud. Okay, let's see.
I dare not think. A stroke of good fortune, perhaps?
I hope you're right.
So do I.
Streets of Madness!
The ether has claimed them all.
Let's see that we're not next.
Sus. This is way too long of a bridge to not have some fucked up stuff on one end of it. It's a giant circle. I mean, what does that tell you? Oh yeah.
Behemoth.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Enough to tame such a beast.
Found the bullshit.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Okay. Oh, they always immediately attack you, like right off the rip, usually with a charge or some other fucking magic bullshit. So we'll get ready for that. And I still didn't dodge in time. I dodged too early. Oh, dodged one into getting hit by Comet anyway. This guy's like a dragon, by the way, where his head is in the fucking memes. That's... Get down here, son. No, that's the wrong... God damn it. Oh, this still totally... I've done this before, it kinda works. It's not the end of the world. Oh yeah. Terrible stagger damage. Ecliptic meteor. Oh yeah.
Stand back! I'll conjure a ward!
Josh, we're gonna have a full-blown heart attack here. Yeah.
Joshua!
We don't have time for this. Majora's Mask's moon is about to fuck our butthole.
Desperate times.
Clive, no!
Trust me. I'm your shield, remember?
Cinema! You ever consider just going full Ifrit?
This won't be a job for Ifrit!
Why would you turn to him, brother?
This is literally what Ultima wants us to be together here, but, you know, what do I know? I've only been paying attention.
We fight together.
Suck on that one, Behemoth! Bitch! Watch, none of my skills have recharged despite all this time.
Wasn't too bad.
That was just the beginning.
Oh my god, it did charge.
You're too slow.
Ow. Get down here. Get on down. Good camera! Yep! Yep! Yep!
Too slow. Nice try.
Oh my god, I had 1 HP. Actual 1 HP. I didn't even know how low my health was. I had literally no idea how bad my health was there. No. Okay. Big finish! Oh, this is clearly a cutscene. Or some shit. What the fuck? What? Okay. Thanks for the assist, I guess.
Quickly.
We got a little lucky there that I didn't die. I didn't recognize how bad my health was. I had taken so much damage, my like temporary or like the theoretical max reduced health bar thing. My brain was like, oh, that's how much health I have. Definitely almost dead. Oh, right, didn't, behemoths always cast, like a fucking extinction death meteor canonically? Maybe I'm just forgetting because I'm old now. Just passing through my mind. Oh, yeah. Really? There we go. Don't want to miss any good shit. Oh look, another arena in which to fight. Let us go and fight. Time bird. And here we go. Jump button. You can jump and climb up enemies or stay in the air for periods of time and shit. Like, that's... lol. That's definitely a thing, but... it's not that efficient a lot of the time. Just charge attack, charge attack, charge attack.
It's over. You're finished. You're too slow. Farewell.
Like, you can do some jump shit, and if you have an enemy in front of you, if you press X, attack a couple times, press X again, you'll jump up further. You can use Garuda's circle on bigger enemies when they're not at the half stagger window to, if you keep spamming it, you'll go higher and higher on them. You can also use the Phoenix Shift thing to go up and meet an enemy in air, but it's not really necessary, and I never found it particularly useful, and more often than not I was just getting myself hit.
Not what I was expecting.
Oh boy, it's the big fucker.
It's over.
Listen here, Chuckles. Yeah, and the problem is a lot of like the really awesome shit that you can do doesn't necessitate you being in the air, or being in the air makes a lot of the really cool shit impossible. So, or at least improbable. It's just kind of a weird purgatorial meme. I feel like I'm playing fucking Dark Souls right now. This whole ass area.
Once we step onto that bridge,
Very
we'll be
Dark
easy
Soulsy.
targets.
Thank you,
Better move
Joshua.
quickly.
Bro, what the fuck? Chronic saving. Old habits die hard.
More of Ultimus Thralls.
Oh god.
Come on then. What are you waiting for? Let's try.
Oh, everyone else dead? Okay. We're fucked. Did he kill Steel? Joshua. How dare you? How dare you kill Steel? No respect around here.
Then.
I don't see any other way.
Oh yeah. Sus? Yeah, that combo just shreds stagger bars. Real good. But, again, depending on the enemy type, sometimes it doesn't pan out. Be gone, thought. Is anyone else like this bad? Like in terms of just saving so frequently? Anytime a game lets me save at will, I'm just like it's just I have 3 save files going and I'm saving like a mad lad. I just don't trust games anymore. Like at any point in time, I feel like the game just could explode. Or some other nonsense. Oh, fun.
Ultima's corruption knows no bounds. We cannot allow it to spread any further.
And we won't.
Like, this is best case scenario because I'm getting it even during the stagger. Boom. No, I'm confident in my skills. Well, I'm not necessarily saving because I think I'm gonna die. In like an actual like legitimate fight. I'm not save scumming for that. It's just years of games blowing up or corrupting files or other shit from when I was really young, and well, in more recent times, it's just games are just built like dog shit. So I'm constantly saving. Like I mean I've only died like fucking what? 5 times this entire game. I'm not too worried about actual dying. And I think basically all of those deaths were on S rank runs, like that fucking dragon asshole. Which is still the only S rank that really gave me much issue at all. 100k stagger? I've hit 97, but 100k is real hard to hit. Basically, in order for me to hit it, I need to have the setup you just saw, where I get the stagger, where they lay down in front of the lightning rod, and I get the rest of that attack in. All of my attacks go through the lightning rod, plus my flame uppercut, and everything is on and available, basically. And then I hit max, Bahamut, and Judgment, and I'll go, and if I use a strength potion, I'll go north of 100,000. This game doesn't have a crash issue, plus it auto saves. Well, I'm just saying, I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying that's where my habit forms. It's a almost 30-year-old habit. Boom, 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 boom. Getting a little framey over here. As expected, there's a lot going on here. Oh boy. I did not mean to do that. Oops. Not my intended maneuver, but here we are. I'm very interested in the reports of this game crashing PS5s, though, and overheating them. I wonder what areas of the game that's been happening for people. It's such an interesting meme. Like, we know the game has some oddities anyway, because, like, for a time it was also, like, the primary driver for inciting a Sony or Samsung TV bug. A weird HDMI glitch.
There are so many. Focus, Joshua. We're not done yet.
Alright, everyone. Come over here. Thank you. Back here together, and now die. Well, I don't think there's much fixing 4K. I mean, they might be able to patch it to get slightly better performance, but I think it's just, you're coming up against, you know, console limitations in some instances based on what they're trying to accomplish. The performance mode looks demonstrably worse, but not in, like, not egregiously worse. And the frame rate is still all over the place, although I've been told that they were focusing on frame rate in combat, so for some reason the combat FPS was higher than, like, walking around a town. Which I can see why they would attempt to do that. But, kind of funny.
Let's hope this works.
Uh-huh. Who's behind door number 1? 2 of these chuckle fucks, eh?
Of course there's more. There's always fucking more.
Just fuck up everyone in the line here. Listen here, you poor excuse for a fucking busker. Come here. Madness. Absolute memes.
It's over.
grabbed that instead of him. That's alright, we're still gonna get him. Probably didn't need to use that. Oh, he's got a lot of health. He does that move. I forgot he has that move. Just ate all that laser. Fucked all my shit right up. Had to pop a hyper potion for that dream.
There's no end to them. The whole bloody army's here. Stand back, Joshua. I'm summoning Ifrit.
Stop, Clive. You mustn't. We still have a long way to go. If you tap your strength here, you'll have none left to destroy the heart.
Then you'd rather die?
Alright, other option. What if we just plow into the side with a boat? Absolute fucking mad lass over here.
Jill.
He's got some ups. The Avengers have arrived.
She's not alone.
Avengers! Assemble!
Surprised to see us.
How did you?
Gav. He told us exactly where you'd be. Even sniffed out a crack in the castle wall. And when we saw the heavens come crashing down, we had no choice but to believe him.
Good old Gav.
It's been quite a day.
To what do we owe this honor?
A debt I would see repaid.
Prince Dion. It's good to see you well.
So, this must be Ifrit. Your uncle bade me give you a message. Listen to your heart, and guide your steel true. Your father would expect no less. That is all.
Thank you.
For everything, Your Highness.
Dion, please.
You do realize the only thing
Dijon,
we've so far is this wall from
please.
its foundations, right? Now, if your lord and ladyship's quite finished.
Well said, Gav. We have work to do.
This scene is the most Final Fantasy feeling scene we've had yet. What the hell is Goots doing here? Well, we need. Oh, right. He's the item shop, bro.
I suppose there's out I can say to make you change your mind. So I'll just tell you to stay safe. Nan won't take kindly to losing her best customer.
And we wouldn't want to anger old Nan.
You mean you'll buy some at offers? Welcome to Goots's Toll.
Alright. Potions.
Righto, here you go. Is there else you need? done then. Is all done then? No.
I was positive Gav was gonna die like 3 different times. And they just... I also thought our uncle was gonna die like 3 different times. They were just not ready to let him go. Okay. Make sure there's not some... random shit.
If Sid were here today, I reckon he'd be proud of you, Clive.
He'd be proud of us all.
This is setting up an awful lot like I'm gonna walk through this door and it's a point of no return. Can I get a hand banana on the point of no return?
I couldn't have made it this far without you, Torgal.
Each parting brings the hope of reunion. I missed you, Clive.
I missed you too.
It is not? Okay. I just didn't know if I was like committing to some shit because I don't like I've got like 30 minutes. I didn't want to be like, you know, crossing the line and being like, oh fuck, well now we're in it.
See, Clive, we're not alone. If we are to win the day, we must all play our part. And ours.
Wait, pause it,
Ours
but
lies
I would
beyond
like
those
want me to be
doors.
like halfway into like the end memes, and then be like, all right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Pause.
We fought long and hard for this moment. Sid's dream, our dream, is within our grasp.
We need only endure this final trial, and we shall. Together.
You all know what it is that awaits us beyond this gate.
Several smaller gates requiring an
And we shall
R2
face
push.
it together.
Aye.
Push faster.
It seems our hosts would rather we remain. I will stay them.
We will stay them. Go!
Just don't keep us waiting.
Thank you.
You guys are struggling to open the fucking door. You want to take on all those behemoths? Oh, look who it is.
Welcome,
David Bowie.
sons of fire.
No!
I saw a Kotaku article earlier today that said Jill needs to be more than just a pretty face. Like, Final Fantasy 16 continues to perpetuate, like, stereotypes or some shit. I was just like, Kotaku, can we have one day, Kotaku? One. Like, reset the clock, okay?
Joshua! Joshua! Wake up!
Clive, is that you?
Who else would it be?
This isn't stone here.
No, it's not.
Welcome to our darkness. A rift between worlds wherein your kind might reflect.
Show yourself!
Grave and many are the sins of man. And we would have you know them. All of them. As fate has seen fit to deliver you home, consider this our welcoming gift.
It would seem we are trapped.
How astute.
And the only way out is through Ultima. We find him, and we leave.
The interdimensional rift. Always turn around and look behind you first. You never know when somebody's being cheeky and puts an item somewhere, you know? Alright, we're good.
If you are to comprehend the full extent of your transgressions, we must go back to the beginning. When the world was still young,
Fucking Fox.
we visited upon it a miracle, magic, and in its light did all life flourish.
We're gonna get exposition now? From Ultima? Really?
Yet the price for this boon would prove heavy. A pall descended upon the land, painting the horizon black as night. Though we labored to forestall its spread, in this one endeavor, we stood powerless. And so we fled, that we might endure, that we might discover a means of salvation.
But if it was magic that caused the blight, what of the mother crystals?
Is this where we find out how right Adam was? Also, how many games have done this narrative mechanism towards the end, where you're in a nondescript room with a bunch of like fucking floating shit, and you're literally walking like you're in a museum, stopping at various points to be delivered some more narrative?
Salvation, alas, was not readily to be had. First, we would require a land unvisited by the stain of corruption. An
New Zealand.
unprecedented journey lay before us, one beyond the limits of our fleshly bodies. And so we cast them off. Thus, stripped to our very spirit, did we find our new paradise. A land as pure as driven snow, Valisthea. There would the true work begin, for the black crept yet behind us. And soon did we arrive at a solution. The illness having spread to every organ, there was but one escape from this fate: to start afresh.
With a new world. The one for which Barnabas labored. A paradise free from the blight where his God awaits. And where, if we only forfeit our wills and abandon everything we hold dear, humanity can join him.
What a steal!
So, Ultima would have us follow in the footsteps of the king.
And follow we shall. For now.
To forge a new world would require not only power, but a constitution strong enough to wield it. Acquiring the first would be simple. Untouched by the blight, Valisthea was replete with ether, and we had only to place jewels in her crown to claim it. Acquiring the second, however, demanded creativity. And so I cast forth the seeds of humanity.
You created us.
Is that not what gods do? We sowed the seeds for you, Muthos, all that you might one day blossom. And our future thus secured, we thought to slumber, though that would prove a grave mistake. For it was as we slept that man committed his greatest sin. He awoke. Alone in a world bereft of his God's radiance, he stumbled blindly, desperate for guidance.
IGN said God of War is more of an
Finding
RPG
no
than Final
light,
Fantasy 16
he
is.
sought to kindle his own.
Did they actually defend that position, or did they just throw that incendiary grenade into the room and close the door?
Was his will born? Having discovered himself at last, man turned his eyes inward and found he desired evermore that which only magic might afford.
Sick rhyme, bro.
So wars were waged and brothers slain for custody over that dwindling resource. And the land, she wept tears of black.
He would condemn us for this. Surely he cannot be so blind to his own hypocrisy.
Sounds like Bible talk from Ultima. Well, I mean, it is. It's kind of a combination of like
the truth.
Christianity and
But we're one and the same.
in some weird way Buddhism. Almost.
Is that
Ifrit, or what's left of him?
Long have our ashes lain cold for want of a spark. Cast your eyes upon them and see what you must become. Valisthea cannot endure a second claim upon her being. The avarice of man drives her ever closer to destruction. But she may yet be saved by you. It is what you were born to do, why we nursed you and fed you, as your own mother should have. And now that you are fully grown, our Muthos, it is time at last for you to serve your purpose.
to right your wrongs? If our sin is wanting to survive, then you are as marked by it as we are. The fault is yours. Our wills were born because you abandoned us. And now, you would have us forfeit them. All for a place in your new paradise.
Do you imagine yourselves worthy of one? Mankind
Ultima
has
is
no place
David
in
Bowie
our world.
and Mads Mikkelsen.
Is this truly
combined.
so difficult to comprehend? We only ever require you, Muthos, when the time comes to bid this wretched realm farewell. None shall follow, none shall remain.
What do you mean, none?
This is our world. Once the land's rebirth is complete, humanity will have served its purpose. Why would we continue to suffer that which has caused us so much vexation?
Because the land doesn't belong to you. It belongs to us all! What?
Lol.
That is where you are mistaken. You own nothing but your precious will.
Brother.
Okay.
I can't do this alone.
And you don't have to.
I grow weary of your dissent.
Good game, though.
Now you must learn that this master will not tolerate disobedience.
Oh. That's a pretty cool design. I like it. You're looking an awful lot like that picture.
My family. We have all suffered, all fought to survive. This world may be flawed. It may be broken.
How many times have we heard that exact line in a JRPG before?
And if we can't share it, I see only one other choice. You have to go.
You may have created us, Ultima. But it's time we lived on our own terms.
Could we have, like, gotten our brother a better sword?
This isn't your world anymore.
My man pulled out a butter knife. Shit's embarrassing.
It's us.
Bow down, offenders, hearts disdained.
Okay. Too early. I'm doing a real good job of dodging very late. Or very early. Just doing a terrible job right now. Early again. Of all the fights for me to decide to just be really dog shit at, this is not really the one that I would want to be dog shit at. Like I'm just eating everything. God damn. Adam, can you fucking figure it out, bud? That's embarrassing. Jesus.
Such foul attaint may not be sublimed through gainstanding. Only with heads hung low is penance paid. Oh, wretched mortals incapable even of contrition. In fitting season shall we reap our harvest.
I don't think I've dodged more than like fucking 3 attacks. 4.
We will unmask.
Like that one I don't care, I just want to tank that one to get the damage in. Do we have another junction here? Probably, yeah. This is the worst boss fight I've had in ages. I'm just
would raise your hand against the
shit in the bed.
What now? The darkness bends. He means to end us.
It wouldn't be the first time. Let's make it his last.
Your fate is inexorable. Surrender the vessel unto the darkness. Surrender it unto us.
Not doing a very good job, Adam. And they're not even hard to dodge.
Nice try. Too slow.
Just
Prostrate yourselves.
I mean, if you're gonna start dodging, that was a good time to start dodging, Adam.
At last.
I guess if I was gonna start dodging, that was the time to do it. But that was fucking... The whole night we've been dodging real well. And that's the fight that I shit myself on? Yikes. Yikes.
At last. For countless generations.
And now
have we
what?
awaited this moment.
We haven't Voltroned yet.
Your struggles have made you strong, yet your soul remains heavy with sin. Absolution is nigh. Repent, and all shall be.
Has he even
forgiven.
outlined what the sin part is supposed to be, other than having free will, which they, he gave us? Which is, commentary in and of itself. Or does he just like using the word sin?
Tell me, Clive.
Oh, hi.
How many lives have you saved since taking my name?
At least 3.
Fewer than we have ruined. Wherever we go, we leave a sea of tears in our wake.
These are the wages of your will, son.
What good
Wilson?
are our choices when all they ever bring, All they will ever bring is death.
I don't know, I get to
There's
bang you
no
on a beach.
atoning,
That wasn't
Clive.
bad.
No matter how hard you try. So why not leave it all behind?
Oh yeah, that totally sounds like you guys. And talking to young and old Jill simultaneously seems sane.
Clive!
Please, won't somebody save me? Won't anybody love me?
No, you're crazy, bitch. I gotta be honest.
Yet still she is not mine. Have I not given enough?
From will is born desire, and it is this which consumes you, rendering you incomplete.
Do you not see how the world bends and warps under the weight of your hungering hearts? What if it could all just go away? Just go away.
Clive!
I was gonna say, snap the fuck out of it, but we just kicked Ultima's ass. What are you taking this bait for?
None of this is real. Wake up. It's time to go home, Clive.
Clive.
That's right. You're my brother.
Brother.
Well, this is a temptation from Ultima. He's trying to separate the will from Clive so that he can take over his body. This is like the entire purpose. That was also what that little gallery was about, where he started sowing some seeds of doubt in Clive as to whether or not Barnabas was actually in the right.
Come. Remember who you are.
Clive.
Bob.
Once more, lest you forget.
My name is Clive. Clive Rossfield. Look. Ultima.
That was fucking weird. He's gonna go from not remembering his name to just back to fighting
will
Ultima.
cannot be quenched. And the Phoenix, his trespass should not have been possible. Not possible unless he has been with Muthos all along. The mark of the Phoenix, emblazoned upon his heart, made manifest by the power of will alone. The power of creation. Can it be? Are their wills truly so potent?
Are you still talking?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, my god, man. Can we just, like, fuck this man up? Oh, we're going full-blown psychology. Alright. Ashes to ashes. Ashes. Ashes to ashes. Catch 'em to catch 'em.
Damn it, Clive. Wake up.
I'm Clive.
Hurt. Sorry to wake you, but I think it may be time to leave. This place.
Who's Logos? Legally distinct Lego.
And once again does my creation stray from the path laid before it. Steeped in conceit, you fancy yourself a god. You embrace Logos. But we will put an end to this hubris.
What are you talking about?
In the halls of origin does our true power quicken. And there shall you be made complete. Soon, Mythos, soon you will discover how little you know of suffering. And so the crystals are no more. Yet in their silence, a new song rings. Its chorus building, a crescendo as it enters its final movement, stirring those long aslumber to waking.
That's why I was saying, Adam, that's what I was saying, we were going full psychology. Oh yeah? Mm-hmm.
Bloody crystal's cracked. So where the hell are they? Oh, fuck me.
Is that ether?
What in good Grieger's name is going on?
This is wrong.
You're just figuring that out now.
Are we back?
Clive! Joshua!
Jill!
everyone all right?
We're fine. What happened?
I like how we're having a casual conversation as there's still
We're leaving now.
enemies all around us.
Everyone, fall back to the ship.
I will be with you anon.
Dijon, what are you talking about, bro? These do not pose a threat. Sick ups, bro. His name's Dion, not Dijon. I just call him Dijon. I just call him Dijon for shits and giggles.
I need to tell everyone what happened at Drake's Spine, and I'm going to need Otto's help.
Oh boy, new items. New crafting. I've discovered a new recipe. New missives? Dear God. And 410 new side quests the moment I progress this forward 1 fucking millimeter.
Still alive, are ya? Go on then.
Believe it or not. Yep.
You're rubbing me blind, you know. It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know. Is that all?
Oh, don't worry, we'll be doing the quests. I'm not about to stop now.
What do you want?
Damn, Defender's actually better?
Should last you a good while.
Oh, no Defender +2. Need more clutch mines. Oh, I wonder if anyone sells them, though. Probably do.
Anything else?
Let's see. I suppose, Karen, if you've a fine purveyor of clutch mines.
Go on then.
You are. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, well we don't, okay, let's calm down.
It'd better all be here.
What do I owe the honor? Not saying for you, do you? Yeah, that should do you.
Alright.
Anything else?
There we go. So... Fox in another fucking universe right now. Right. Okay. That's all I got for you for today, guys. I'm gonna get upstairs and get into bed. M works again tomorrow morning. And so, as such, I'll be back tomorrow. Oh. My goodness gracious. Do I want to know if I'm going to complete the game tomorrow? It doesn't really matter all that much. If I do, I do. If I don't, I don't. It doesn't change anything. What does the game even say our completion is? Anyway. %. Reasonable shot. Not impossible that it won't be, but reasonable shot. Thank you so much, guys, for stopping by. Whether you were here for the this shorter stint or you were here for pretty much the whole day. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. And then we will see where we go from there. Just as a heads up, so streams coming up over the course of the, after I'm done this here will be more weighted towards Twitch on average, as I will be streaming, you know, various stuff there throughout the month, trying to remind people to come over to follow here for the streams that happen over on YouTube. But most of you who are here already follow me on Twitch anyway, so it's okay. Yeah, I have to be able to go back and continue the process of the back and forth and make sure that we're getting people on both sides. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter if it works. Critical Hit here on YouTube. You're gonna want to follow over there and bell icon for the review, and that's going to be forthcoming. And all the usuals. You can join us in Discord if you want, if you haven't already. Many of you are. Pretty much all of you are. But until I see you guys on the next one, do me a favor. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening. Stay safe, have a good one. As always, good luck. Have... Clive? Question mark? I'm... Clive?